Welcome to Robious Corridor Magazine's high school and college football predictions for the week of November 12th. James River shut down Georgia with 35-0 last week. Quarterback Garrett Lucas led the charge for the Rapids and threw for 73 yards and a touchdown. James River ends their season this year 6-4 and just barely missed making the playoffs. This Rapids team has changed the tide for James River football, and that tide will be high going into next year. The Benedictine Cadets got off to a slow start this year, but they ended their season with a bang, racking up 6 straight wins to qualify for the playoffs. But last weekend, facing the very same LCA team that they had beaten the week before, the game went down like this. The Cadets struck first when Jones broke away on a 50-yard touchdown run early in the game. Minor reeled in a touchdown pass from quarterback Bryce Hamilton for another score, but LCA was able to match the Cadets score for score. The difference in this game was one LCA touchdown in the second half. The Cadets could not find their way into the end zone in the last 2 quarters. Final score, LCA 19, Cadets 12. Benedictine finished the season strong. Look for them to be even tougher next year. L.J. Jackson had 22 carries for 150 yards and a pair of touchdowns, but it wasn't enough as the Black Knights beat the Indians last week. Elijah Good led Powhatan with 12.5 tackles, 1.5 of them for loss. Matthew Basic added 11 tackles and a fumble recovery. Despite this loss, Powhatan made their way into the playoffs again this year. This week, the Indians travel to Newport News to square off against a 9-1 Heritage team in a Friday night first-round playoff game. Our pick, Indians. Page 2. Richmond's Michael Strauss became the first Spider quarterback to pass for more than 3,000 yards in a single season, and the Spiders won their first road game of the year over Stony Brook 39-31 last Saturday. The Spiders' receiver, Ben Edwards, had 13 catches for 150 yards and 2 touchdowns. Richmond hits the road again this week to take on the nationally ranked Blue Hens from Delaware. Delaware is ranked number 21 in the nation in the latest FCS poll. Our pick, Delaware. The Hoos were handed their 7th straight loss by the Heels last week, 45-14. The Cavaliers have not lost 7 straight games since their 1981 season. Backup quarterback Grayson Lambert replaced starting quarterback David Watford after Watford was intercepted twice, both resulting in Carolina touchdowns. UVA scored on an 8-yard run by Kevin Parks and a 23-yard touchdown pass from Lambert to wide receiver Keon Johnson. The Cavaliers traveled to sunny Florida this Saturday to try to end their slide against the 23rd best team in the nation, the University of Miami. Good luck with that. Our pick, Hurricanes. The Hokies dropped the bomb on the Hurricanes 42-24 last weekend, and the Canes dropped from number 14 in the country to number 23. How? This is how you do it. You have Hokie quarterback Logan Thomas throw for 366 yards, 2 touchdowns, completing 25 of 31 passes. You have 0 turnovers. You have redshirt freshman tailback Trey Edmonds score 4 rushing touchdowns behind an offensive line that played lights out. And you have a defense that is running around the field like their hair is on fire. Maryland comes to Blackbird this week. Our pick, Hokies. Quarterback for Randolph-Macon, Zach Nacarado, scored on a 2-yard run with 29 seconds left to give Randolph-Macon a 35-34 victory over Bridgewater College last week. Zach was 9 for 13 for 156 yards, threw for 1 touchdown, and ran for 3 more. Add to that the Jackets' Will McGee running for 157 yards and a touchdown, and what do you get? You not only get RMC versus Hampton-Sydney, the oldest rivalry in the South, but you also get an ODAC championship game this Saturday in Ashland to boot. Sounds like a great deal. Our pick, go Jackets. Please enjoy this 12th weekend of football in the Robious Corridor. Please check back for next week's preview and more picks. Thank you for listening. Thank you for reading Robious Corridor Magazine.